Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and share these videos because it does help the channel. My apologies for the little cookie block in the middle of the screen. Don't look if you're driving or working. Stay out of trouble, stay safe, and stay safe to those around you. But I just get tired of adding all those cookies on from different, Either way. Ripple versus the SEC feud intensifies. Court rejects the fair notice. And into the article a bit, the SEC has backed its motion for summary judgment against Ripple Labs in the legal battle, and the court dismissed Ripple's defense of inadequate notice. The SEC argument could weaken Ripple's defense, so the legal battle between Ripple Labs Inc. and the U.S. SEC continues to escalate, as the SEC has provided further backing for its motion for summary judgment. And I believe, there's so many scenarios, but I believe basically the price has been suppressed because SEC has been attacking Ripple for stating that, the Howey test, if something gains, makes gains, or you receive profit or invest in something expecting gains and profit, then it's a security, Either which way, I feel that that's the reason XRP has been suppressed for so long and held where it has been held and skipped and missed the entire last bull run, which we know it should have at least been double digits. Because again, if you go back to really began 2017, but 2018, January 15th, we hit an all-time high of $3.84 on nothing but speculation. Of course, there was some stuff going on, but nothing anywhere near where we are today. Significantly higher than where we were back then, and I would say conservatively there's no reason whatsoever, if we're going according to what has been stated and shared and all of the partnerships that we've seen, there's no reason for it to be under $50 right now. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, as we've already seen or heard Brad Garlinghouse state they have 90% of the FX market, over 50% of that is on ODL. That's massive. Take a look, do a quick search in Google, just see what that number ends up being. Figure that out with what Ripple's doing, and remember that it has to do that plus others, and it has to do that for the next 50 to 100 years. It's not just an annual thing, and every time that you use XRP, a significant little amount, insignificant amount, gets burned, but it still is burning something, again, making or adding to the scarcity of the supply. So either which way, stumbling over my words, my mind's moving so much faster than my tongue. So, into the next article, U.S. needs to regulate stablecoins to keep a strong dollar, Stellar CEO stated. That would be Nano Dixon. So, the U.S. and the greenback will suffer if stablecoin regulations are not rolled out this year, Stellar Development Foundation's chief has claimed. The U.S. financial regulators are tightening their grip on the crypto industry, and the U.S. dollar has been under pressure, with countries distancing themselves from dollar hegemony. But the chief of Stellar says stablecoin regulation may solve that. In an April 11 Bloomberg interview, Nano Dixon, the CEO and executive director of the Stellar Development Foundation, the SDF, spoke about the prospects of regulating dollar-pegged digital assets in the U.S. Dixon said she was very optimistic that there would be some form of stablecoin regulation in the U.S. by the end of the year because they want to set the standard. If we want a strong U.S. dollar globally, a USD stablecoin is the way to see that happen. Also stating, also from President Joe Biden's administration, has already highlighted the need for a stablecoin regulatory framework, but Dixon said that needs to be pushed through Congress, stating if we don't do something in the U.S., we're going to be in this bifurcated world where we have legislation outside the U.S. that's friendlier to crypto, Dixon said, adding, there will be companies outside the U.S. and there will still be the issue that U.S. consumers will want to leverage this technology. Also, Stellar's ISO 20022 support opens trillion-dollar market for financial sector transfers on the XLM blockchain. BP Ventures has completed the development of support for ISO 20022 on the Stellar blockchain. This development will allow trillions of dollars worth of financial sector transfer volume to migrate to the Stellar network. So BP Ventures, a blockchain consulting and software services firm, has completed the development of support for ISO 20022 on the Stellar blockchain. This development will allow trillions of dollars worth of financial sector transfer volume to migrate to the Stellar network. Developed by the International Standards Organization, ISO 20022 is a global standard for data transfer between financial institutions, essential for many types of electronic payments. And what is ISO 20022? ISO 20022 is used for payment settlements as well as the settlement of stocks and other securities. By standardizing transfer and compliance protocols, companies can cut costs and reduce risk, and SWIFT is scheduled to implement the standard in March of 2023, which it has done successfully. Also, Vechain and Authenticate partner to improve product authentication and traceability. So Authenticate.tech employs Vechain's NFC chips, QR codes, and blockchain for the authentication, transparency, and traceability. The partnership between Authenticate and Vechain enhances traceability and security for clients using Vechain toolchain. Also, too, this was very interesting. Binance.US is to delist Justin Sun's Tron token next week, 3 weeks after the SEC accused Justin Sun of manipulating the price of TRX. Binance.US said it will delist the asset. And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. But as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.